What's good everyone, my name is Pesin Lovu and this right here is my YouTube channel. If this is your first time to my YouTube channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell to be notified whenever this face uploads a new video. This is my second episode of Chatting With, and today's guest is none other than David. He's a political science student, and during his first year he was the first ever first year student to be picked as the chairperson of the Faculty of Humanities. And because of his great command of the English language, he became a meme. Check this out.
Very well versed young man.
Yeah.
He takes life by the arms because he is audaciously awesome, he is bombastically benevolent, he is concatenatingly catalytic.
Jesus is Lord!
Brilliant
Yeah,
individual.
he's giving me a
You should watch out for this man. You really
Watch out.
Yes.
Thank you very much for coming to.
Really appreciate being here.
Before we talk more about the serious stuff, I have to ask about the voice. Was the voice something that you picked up during puberty or what?
Oh yeah, I suppose you can say that puberty was very kind. Before I turned 12, I used to speak like a little girl, and it was something that I prayed about every day. And I woke up one morning when I was 12, and I started speaking like this. And like a couple of weeks later, my voice broke. So I suppose it really was puberty.
Oh, okay. Now let's talk about your first year. During your first year, you were picked as the chairperson for the Faculty of Humanities. Do you think you'd get the position since you were first year?
Right. So actually, when I ran for House Humanities, I was actually running for the vice chairperson portfolio. Beforehand, I had served as class representative for all of my modules, and I served in the Tuks Political Association, the Post-Anthropological Movement, and University of Pretoria Archaeological Society. So I very much familiarized myself with how the structures at Tuks worked. So I walked in, I went to apply for vice chair, and I was told that majority of votes wins chair and runner-up is vice chair. So I decided, okay, I'll run for chair, and I trust God I'll win. And I was very grateful to have done so. I've been very fortunate and just thankful to all the students that have been able to show their support.
We are also part of other initiatives around campus, Sub-Council, the Department of Student Affairs, Tax Political Association, and is also the ambassador of Fly and UP. Now, how do you manage your social life and your academic life with everything that's happening with your life?
Right, so in a nutshell, I really believe in planning. I sit down just about every Friday and I plan my entire week a week in advance. Obviously you can't plan for everything, so what I do is I plan for hours. I call them miscellaneous hours, which is basically hours that I give to things that I can't plan for. So for me, finding the balance is just planning everything ahead.
Planning. 2016, you had the opportunity to travel to New York, if I'm not mistaken, and you started debating when you were 8 years old. So how was the experience and what have you gained from that experience?
Right, so that was actually a misnomer. I did get invited to New York through the Model United Nations. Unfortunately, last minute I found out that everything was covered except my flight. I couldn't afford the flight at the time. So I ended up not going. However, I opened up the opportunity to a young man named Johnny van der Wal. He was able to afford it, he was able to go, he did an amazing job. He now has 4 international diplomacy awards. Yeah, it was a brilliant opportunity, very good experience, and in that it opened up through winning a Gold Standard Award from the South African Institute of International Affairs. So all in all, I'm very grateful.
You won the World Laser Run, so is sport something that you're also into?
Yeah, I really am passionate about sport. I've been trying to get to the national level for more than 7 years. For 7 years I was told that it is impossible, but I believe if you perceive it, you can achieve it. And if you achieve it, it is because you believe it.
Oh my God!
So I have this undying belief. I really trusted God and I kept pushing. So last year, I was fortunate enough to win in the UIPM World Laser Run Championship. And I remember when I got that gold medal, I fell on my knees and I started crying because it was genuinely a dream come true. So for that, I was very grateful also.
According to your resume, you are also a model, a voiceover artist, and an actor. Is this a hobby, or is it something that you can actually like pursue as a career?
So believe it or not, I've actually been very shy when it comes to like face-to-face or rather face-to-camera engagements. So literally, I just wanted to do a course where I could become more comfortable in front of camera. I was then told the course is only for people who are going to go under contract for modeling and acting for a particular agency. So after having heard that, I was like, okay, I'll just try that out. And I ended up going into acting and modeling for a little bit. I've done very, very small features on Movango Generations, just as an extra in the background, but I had myself a good time. I was actually offered a chance to actually join the show. However, when you start out, you don't really get paid that much. And I spent 400 Rand just to travel there on the day. So I was like, yeah, I don't think this is something I can afford, and chose to follow the academics instead.
The reason I have David right here is he is running to be the SLC president as an independent candidate. Now, for someone who doesn't know what an independent candidate means, can you kindly elaborate on that?
Right, so basically an independent candidate is a candidate that is not affiliated to any political party. Basically, it's sort of like a one-man show. I would like to point out that I'm not doing it on my own. I have great people that have been helping me, and for that I'm very grateful. So in a nutshell, independent means you're not aligned to any party.
The SLC elections will take place from the 27th until the 29th of August. Why should people vote for you, and what is it that makes you different from the other candidates, and what are you promising to bring to the table?
I'm very grateful for that question. In a nutshell, I'm making zero promises actually. We all have this desire to do a whole lot of good and do it for a whole lot of people, which is why we make all of these promises going into office. However, when you actually encumber the office, it is a completely different reality, and it is a completely different situation. And I really think that in order to be real with students, I can't do that if I'm making promises that realistically I may not be able to keep, even if I believe and I see that this is something that I could tangibly create. However, like, you need to really realize how to separate sort of the whole beliefs and that ideology and the practicality that the office would entail. So in a nutshell, I'd appreciate support, and I'd appreciate support on the basis that I could stand here and I could speak about, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna fight and fight and fight. But in a nutshell, I'll speak about sort of what I have done. I've been able to serve in the Faculty of Humanities. Along with an amazing team, we started an initiative called Project Speak Out, and we're establishing an office on campus that will deal with issues of sexual harassment, which I think is about time. We also started an event called the Mokete wa Humanities, which is basically meant to reinvigorate student life and student culture. Along with House Humanities as well, we started the Amadia Safe House Initiative. And I would like to point out, in all of these endeavors, it has never been on my own. That is why in my campaign, I started a hashtag called #LeadWithYou, because when you become president, you are not a god. You need to remember that you are a representative of the students, and therefore in all of your endeavors, you need to make sure you are doing it with the students. And that is my intention. I know on my own, I won't be able to make it. And that is why I'm asking for help, I'm asking for support, and I plan on doing what nobody expects from someone running in office. I intend to be honest.
You heard it right here on my YouTube channel. This is David Kabwa. Make sure you go out there and vote #LeadWithYou, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you enjoy watching this video. See you guys on my next video.
Make the ground shake.